Just under 48 hours ago, I put a huge appeal across all the social medias to all the Phillies fans all over the world. Where are you guys from? So I can plot on Google Maps exactly how far and wide and how worldwide and international this Phillies fan base is. And wow, you guys came back in your droves. It's been insane. The response over the last 48 hours, this has consumed my life, plotting all your locations on the map. Some of these places I've never heard of before. Googling them up, they look incredible. Some of you guys live in some amazing places, I gotta say. This has been a lot of fun. We are worldwide and it has blown my mind. So here is a tour around the world of the Phillies fans' locations. Enjoy. This is mega. Welcome to the World Phillies Fan Map. Yes, it is glorious. The Phillies are truly international. And a question that I am asked a lot, especially the London series coming up, is, has the Phillies got a big following in the UK and Europe? Well, yes, we have. Look at that. Every corner of the UK and Europe covered with Phil fans. Pretty much every single county in the UK represented by the Phils. The South Coast gloriously covered with Philly fans. Free on the Isle of Wight. It's just a small little island. The M3 corridor lit up with Philly fans. We'd love to see it. Brighton, Sussex, Lewis, Hassocks, Eastbourne, even Kent, Canterbury, Margate. Philly fans all over the country. As you expect, London has a massive splattering of Phillies fans. And that's where they will be in the 8th and 9th of June. Just get your tickets if you haven't already. Across the M4 we go. Reading, Slough, Fatcham, Newbury, Swindon, Bath, Bristol, Gloucester, Hereford. Big shout out to the guys in Worcester, Hereford and Gloucester and Stroud. Quite remote little places there. Stratford-upon-Avon represented as well. Northampton. Big following in Northampton of all places. How random. Couldn't believe that. At least 5 or 6. Now, an area I've got to work on and got to get grafting in is Norfolk, Suffolk and Lincolnshire. Where are you? Only Norwich represented in Norfolk, nothing in Suffolk, nothing in Lincolnshire. Yeah, let's get some Philly caps up there and going into schools. We need some new Phils fans. Midlands, a little bit sparse as well. Quite surprised about the Midlands, but then moving into Yorkshire. Yeah, here we go. Here's the big portion of the Phillies fan base. Doncaster, Rotherham. About 5 fans in Rotherham. Sheffield, Leeds, of course, Bradford, Shipley, Halifax. And yes, for those asking, and a few of you have, Yorkshire did so far have more fans than Lancashire as we cross the Pennines. Yes, Manchester, Knutsford, Bolton, Preston, some very, very old school, well-known British towns represented. Burnley, up the Lake District we go, to Workington, to Cumbria, to Carlisle, Hartlepool, Newcastle, North Shields, and Belsley are represented as well. To north of the border, big shout to all the Scottish fans. There are so many of you around Edinburgh, Maddiston, Bathgate, and of course Glasgow as well. Well represented. Hamilton. There are so many Scottish fans, even in the rural places of Grorock Bay and Greenock. And sorry if I've said those wrong, but wow. Incredible support for the Phils. Then Dundee, not Dundee, and up in Aberdeen, Petershead, and the most furthest north town so far, Elgin, just ahead of Inverness. We need a Scottish Phillies watch along, absolutely no doubt about it. Ireland as well, so well represented. Northern Ireland first, Belfast of course. Big following of Philly fans in Belfast and around the area, County Down, across the country to Dronmore. Great to see Derry represented as well. Ireland was really well represented. The Irish fans, there's so many places, so many amazing, beautiful towns, especially on the west coast of Ireland. Cork there as well, beautiful place, Tipperary. But Dublin, where are the Dubliners at? So many places in Ireland represented, but nothing in Dublin. These places I can't pronounce. Sorry, the Welsh fans. I am not even attempting these. But, Bangor. We got Bangor. And then south of Wales, there's nothing much in the middle. It's just beautiful valleys. But south of Wales, Newport, Cardiff, Pontypridd, all represented. The UK, beautifully represented. A huge fan base in the UK. And of course, Phillies fans all over Europe. Quite a few places in Portugal as well. The Algarve, Porto, Lisbon, Seville in Spain, Madrid, Barcelona. Quite a few fans in Barcelona. Toulouse in the south of France also represented. And I have heard from a lot of these fans living in these places that they are coming over to London series as well, or what will be a truly international event in June. Amsterdam, really well repped as well. 7, 8 fans all based around the Amsterdam area. Belgium also on the map map as well. Germany, a lot of German cities and towns also with Phil fans residing. Nothing in Luxembourg. Hey, how about Switzerland? How about Lugano? A couple of Phillies fans in Lugano, and I was told by one that is a university, an American university in Lugano. Lugano is a beautiful Swiss town just on the south. Bologna, Florence, representing for Italy. Now Rome, there's quite a few Philly fans in Rome, and I'm told by a couple there's an actual Phillies bar in Rome. Need to find that, need to confirm that. Down the very, very boot of Italy, in Sicily as well represented. Nothing in Greece. Nothing in Greece so far. Istanbul, Turkey represented. Then we've got North Macedonia represented. We've got Romania, Slovakia, Croatia, Zagreb, a couple in Budapest, Austria, Czech Republic, Poland, Lithuania, Tallinn, the capital of Estonia, Helsinki, Finland, quite a few in Sweden as well. The Swedish coast represented, Stockholm there, Gothenburg, Denmark, Aalborg, and Oslo. Europe beautifully represented. Cannot wait to see you all in London. A few Spluttering fans in the Middle East, Lebanon, Jerusalem and Israel represented. No surprise that Bahrain, Doha and Abu Dhabi represented. Look at this! Look at this in Africa. Zoom in, zoom in. Can you guess where it is yet? Yeah, Zanzibar. And no joke, he proved it. I was a little bit skeptical, won't lie, but yes, Zanzibar represented. Not sure about this one. Not sure. I can't even say that one. But in middle of Russia, yeah, I'm a little bit skeptical about that one. Into Asia, Sapporo, Tokyo, in a little town just outside of Osaka. South Korea really well represented as well. A few Phillies fans in Japan, South Korea. Taipei as well, about 7-8 Phillies fans claiming from Taipei. The Philippines, Singapore represented as well. Cambodia, Kampot province also represented. Indonesia, and look at this one all the way out here, little Guam. Go on, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. There they are. A Philly fan residing in Guam. Love to see it. Right, into Australia. Yeah, big following in Australia. Just the one out in Perth. Adelaide, quite a few from Adelaide, but Melbourne and Sydney, a vast majority of Aussie fans from Melbourne and Sydney. A couple in Brisbane, the Gold Coast as well, and a couple, and a big shout to a couple in New Zealand, in Auckland and in Wellington, Stokes Valley being one. Great to see the Phillies represented from the other side of the world. Right, let's cross the Pacific then into South America. All right, great to see. Santiago, Chile, Buenos Aires, Argentina, Brazil. There's a load of fans in Brazil. Love it. Canos, Sao Paulo, Rio de Janeiro, Serranos, Lavras, and then a couple of others that I can't pronounce. I'm not going to try to, but great to see. Bolivia as well, also on the map. Venezuela, a lot of the Caribbean islands also on there as well. Some beautiful, beautiful places. You guys are lucky to be residing in. Cuba, Havana, then Guatemala, Belize, quite a few in Mexico as well. Great following. And then, come on then, let's get as many of you guys in as possible. Right, we'll start around Houston. Quite a few in Houston. But here we go. Florida, there is a ton of you in Florida. All the names going across the bottom of the screen there. We got pulled back into the Caribbean. There we go. St. Augustine, Savannah in the Georgia, beautiful town. Charleston in South Carolina, the beautiful town as well. Beautiful, beautiful places. Matthews, never heard of some of these places. Had to Google them up. And wow, yes, some stunning places. Right, into Delaware, into Maryland. Big shout to Wilmington, by the way. Wilmington seemed to be the town outside of Philly which had the most Philly fans coming forward. Big Phillies fan base in Wilmington and surrounding area. Yeah, around Philly. You guys actually from Philly. I wasn't putting you all in there. You're all from Philly. Glassboro, another big Philly fan base. New Jersey, of course, well represented. Cherry Hill, Deptford, Collingwood, Port Richmond. Who else can we shout out here? Malton, Woodbury, there's Blackford. I think Blackwood was there as well. There's Blackwood. But let's head north. Let's go upstate. Trenton, Paoli. Big shout out to all the fans in Delco, King of Prussia, Paoli. Lovely area. Lovely, lovely area of Pennsylvania. Up to Trenton, up to New York. A little bit sparser there. Then into Connecticut, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Boston. Of course, I'm just shouting out your places for the sake of it now. I'm trying to give you all a shout out. Nova Scotia. But what's this about? Canada. Where you guys at? Dublin, Canada. Look, what's going on? Where's everybody? We had Montreal, Ottawa represented. That's it. A couple in Montana as well. Vancouver, Seattle, Portland on the map. Boys on the map. Of course, a lot of places in California, San Diego. A lot of fans in San Diego. You lucky people. Love San Diego. And a lot of fans in Arizona and around the Phoenix, Tucson area. This was so much fun to do. I have been absorbed by this, and you guys have been so proud to say where you all are as well. Which is what I love about it. Even the passion of this fan base, just to say where you're from and where you're representing the Phils. I love it.